How do you know which controller is the best for every DJ software? Well, you could do tons of research, hours of homework, take an audio engineering class or two, and bribe that shady guy on your Discord that says he's a DJ on the weekends. Or you can watch this video, because I'm going to tell you. My name is DJ Switch, and today I'm going to break down 4 different DJ software programs and tell you some of my favorite controller hardware options for each one. Let's get started. I want to kick things off with Algoriddim's DJ Pro for exactly 2 reasons. First, because DJ Pro compatibility involves both computer and mobile platforms, which means that considering the best controller for that software doesn't necessarily mean the most expensive. I want to make sure that as we go through all the hardware in this video that we touch on the needs of DJs and not just what's going to have the most features and buttons. But don't worry, there's going to be no shortage of non-budget gear featured here today too. The second reason I want to start with DJ Pro is because of the reputation. When this app started out years ago, it was a long way from being taken seriously by professionals. But these days it's favored by the likes of Laidback Luke and DJ Angelo, among others. And that tells me that the days of DJ Pro not being taken seriously have come to an end. Just a quick note about DJ Pro software. They had a major update in July of 2024 that officially added a bunch of new hardware compatibility options, and this list was updated to reflect that. With that in mind, the first controller I think we should take a closer look at is the Pioneer FLX or Flex 4. The Flex 4 at first glance seems like a budget option, but in researching this video, I discovered that it's the only modern controller compatible with DJ Pro on macOS, Windows on ARM computers, iOS devices, and Android. That means it doesn't matter what laptop or phone you have, plugging the Flex 4 into anything that runs DJ Pro means you're ready to gig, prep sets, practice in the studio, or take it on the road. The Flex 4 has basically replaced the DDJ 400 in the Pioneer hardware lineup, and despite its size and budget-friendly price point, the 400 was used all over the world in clubs and on festival stages because of its portability and performance features. So getting that kind of practical control over your DJ software, even if it's just connected to a phone, I won't lie, that's pretty impressive. Second choice on my list is the Pioneer Rev 5. Originally I had the Rev 1 in this spot, but since the update, the Rev 5 is now compatible with the same Mac, Windows, and iOS platforms as the Rev 1. But the Rev 5 offers better build quality, better effects, a full-size layout, and some unique stuff like piano play and auto BPM transitions, both of which are unique to this mid-level Pioneer device. If you want a full-size mixer section, comfortable jog wheels, XLR outputs, professional booth and mic controls, all plugged into a DJ Pro enabled laptop or an ultra-portable iOS device, this is another great option for you. Last up on our DJ Pro list today is the Rane 4, and I won't lie to you, this list has already gone from one of the least expensive controllers in the video today to one of the most expensive. However, the Rane 4 owners out there will tell you that as professional performance hardware goes, the Rane 4 makes 0 compromises. Strictly speaking, the Rane 4's compatibility with DJ Pro is limited to just macOS and Windows computers, and mobile platforms aren't officially supported right now. Even still, the Rane is a high-end performance controller with features like Rane's Mag 4 crossfader, XLR outs, multi-deck controls, and a 4-channel mixer with integrated hardware effects that are very, very hard to beat at any level in the DJ hardware market. I recommend the Rane 4 to anybody looking to take advantage of features like stem split on the faders or the extra mixer channels to integrate external music sources like CDs or vinyl. But just a heads up, as of about a week ago, at the time of this recording, Algoriddim is aware of a couple MIDI-related things with the Rane 4. In the forum post I found, they said the issues should be addressed in the 5.2.1 update coming soon. Just make sure you have the most current firmware for the Rane 4, and you should be all set when that update goes live. In fact, it might even be out by the time you see this. All of these devices are incredibly complicated, and DJ Pro has done a great job of bridging that gap between laptop and mobile devices for modern DJs. And with official support for the Cross 12, the Rane 12s, and even the Phase as of this last update, DJ Pro is definitely doing some interesting things worth paying attention to. Virtual DJ takes a really interesting approach to the DJ hardware market. You'll notice that almost no DJ hardware is marked as virtual DJ supported, but by focusing on making as much of their software as MIDI friendly as possible, almost every piece of gear out there is compatible with virtual DJ. This made it tough to decide which controllers to feature, but we picked 3 options that might appeal to the type of out-of-the-box DJ that would be interested in a platform like virtual DJ in the first place. With that in mind, the first recommendation for virtual DJ folks has to be the Rane 1. While there are some higher-end controllers that work with virtual DJ, the Rane 1 is a fantastic option for anyone interested in motorized digital platters and looking to take advantage of stem controls in virtual DJ. One especially unique feature for a couple of years now is the MIDI-enabled EQ knobs on the Rane 1 that can be reassigned to the stems in virtual DJ, giving DJs a new level of control over how their stems can be mixed during a performance. There's a lot of interesting things virtual DJ users have been doing with the Rane 1 since its release, and as the street price continues to go down, the One just becomes a better and better option. Next up on our virtual DJ controller list is one of those out-of-the-box ideas I mentioned before, the Denon Prime Go. If you're looking for ultimate portability without sacrificing any of your existing library structure or features that you've grown comfortable with in virtual DJ, the Prime Go is a fully battery-powered controller that integrates well with virtual DJ and has Denon's Engine OS system built in so it can go completely standalone if you ever need a second setup or want to play a set in the middle of nowhere without access to things like power or Wi-Fi. Since the Denon Prime Go offers the best of both worlds for the portable and non-portable DJs alike, combining it with a full-featured software like virtual DJ makes it a true multi-tool for DJs and an easy addition to our list. Last up is a semi-recent addition to the global DJ gear pool, the Hercules DJ Control Impulse T7. The portablism community has been scratching on small belt-driven tables for a while now, and Hercules decided to take that portablist-friendly design and integrate it into a moving platter controller that DJs have been loving for its size, price, and even for its performance upgrade options like the swappable crossfader from Innofader. The T7 offers XLR outputs, effects paddles, and a full 16-pad layout, making this a great choice for DJs looking to scratch and perform in virtual DJ without too many compromises. Pioneer DJ's Rekordbox software has been making a lot of waves since its debut, and although the options here will be limited to only Pioneer hardware, it's still very much a professional software option for any DJ that's already interested in Pioneer controllers, integrated lighting controls, or the unique library and performance management tools that allow Rekordbox users to offload a whole set to a USB drive and play on the biggest club and festival stages in the world. That being said, our first choice for a Rekordbox controller is a no-brainer, the DJay FLX10 or Flex 10. The Flex 10 doesn't have motorized platters, but that's about the only thing missing here. This thing has dedicated stem controls, 2 USB-C ports, 2 mic inputs, RCA inputs on every mixer channel, and even includes 2 phono preamps for adding turntables on channels 3 and 4. If that isn't enough, they also added an internal DMX controller for that Rekordbox software lighting control I mentioned, and there's a DMX out right on the back of the unit. No extra hardware needed. Next up today for the Rekordbox folks is the Pioneer XDJ RX3, a standalone option with a 2-channel layout that didn't make a lot of sense to me at first, but then I took a closer look and yeah, there's some stuff going on here that makes it worthy of this list. First, that big 10.1-inch touchscreen that controls the integrated system. This allows DJs to play in a Rekordbox environment without a laptop if they choose, but don't worry, you can still run it as a controller with one of the 3 USB ports. Or maybe you're hosting a party and need an extra mic. The RX3 not only has 2 mic jacks, but they're both XLR combo jacks, which means no adapters necessary here. The mixer section feels similar in size to the Pioneer S3 2-channel controller, but despite the smaller mixer section, the RX3 pulls features directly from the CDJ 3000 decks and 900 Nexus mixer, which means the workflow for RX3 users comes with very little, if any, compromises. Before we move on to the last controller on our Rekordbox list, I need to warn you, this one's not for the average DJ. But since we're running down the best options for each software platform, we had to include the highest end hardware option at some point today, and that option on the DJ market right now is the Pioneer DJ Opus Quad. With a 10.1-inch main screen, a full-size layout and wood veneer side panels, the Opus Quad straddles the line between portable DJ controller and, well, hi-fi furniture. It features a fully integrated onboard system that can link with Rekordbox on PC or mobile if you want to, but can still offer a no compromises performance even without them. The Opus Quad has 2 separate zone outputs, both with stereo XLRs, switchable line phono inputs on channels 3 and 4, and even a USB 3.2 Type A port for directly connecting a hard drive. But all of that is just to complement the real star feature of this controller, the 32-bit digital to analog converter that drives some of the most advanced sound reproduction in the world. The Opus Quad has way too many features to list in this video, but if you're looking for an elegant controller with zero compromises on Rekordbox software and hardware support, streaming service integration, and a true audiophile quality sound, the only choice is the Pioneer DJ Opus Quad. The last software we're talking about today is, of course, Serato DJ Pro. Serato pioneered a lot of the hardware and software integration we recognize today with modern DVS tools, so it should come as no surprise that the hardware market has plenty of options for those of us who perform with Serato night in and night out. There's not much else to add here. Serato has been setting and even breaking standards in the DJ space for almost 3 decades, and has been pushing boundaries in DVS and controller hardware for over 2 of those decades. So let's take a look at some of our favorite controller options available right now. Just to switch things up, let's start with our 3rd place choice, the Denon DJ Prime 4 Plus. The Prime 4 Plus is a mobile DJ's dream, with 2 XLR combo jacks for mic inputs, separate main and zone output controls, and an integrated Engine OS system that allows DJs to eliminate the need for a laptop altogether. But when you combine it with a Serato-based laptop system, the Prime 4 Plus gives Serato DJs the opportunity to have their cake and eat it too, with dedicated effects controls via individual OLED screens, a 10.1-inch multi-gesture touchscreen, and absolutely unmatched digital I/O, including 4 USB ports, an SD card slot, and even a 2.5-inch drive bay on the bottom. After all, why plug in your USB hard drive when you can bolt one into a dedicated drive bay instead? Just to add a little icing on top, the Prime 4 Plus comes in both black and white, so whatever your setup flavor, the Denon DJ Prime 4 Plus will help you make sure your presentation is on point. Next up for the Serato folks is the Pioneer Rev 7. As Pioneer's premier motorized controller right now, the Rev 7 is designed for DJs who like to be as hands-on as possible during their performance. The motorized platters feel as good as any when it comes to scratching and juggling. The onboard effects section of the controller is one of Pioneer's best to date, and there's even an onboard instant scratch feature that lets you load scratch samples directly on the deck from files stored internally on the controller. So there's no need to disrupt your software workflow to add a little flavor. As a turntablist in my club career, I really like the battle style layout with the horizontal pitch faders at the top, and the uncompromising mixer section makes me feel like I'm performing on any of Pioneer's professional battle mixers. So if that fits your style and you're the kind of DJ that likes having the option of bouncing between Serato DJ and Rekordbox, depending on what gig you're playing, the Rev 7 is a great choice that's easy to recommend. However, that brings us to the last controller on the list today, and frankly, it might just be my favorite controller as of right now. The Rane Performer was recently released into the wild after a very public reveal at the Super Bowl earlier this year. And Serato DJs can be confident that Rane threw everything they had at this one. Dedicated onboard effects from the Rane 70 8-track mixer? Check. Motorized platters with built-in screens? Double check. Dedicated stem controls on brand new precision field channel faders? Yep. Rane is holding absolutely nothing back here, and it shows. Because of the motorized platters, the Rane exclusive stem split controls, and even down to the little quality of life things like self-serviceable faders, Akai performance pads, or the all-metal chassis, the Rane Performer is the peak of performance controllers right now, and you can find out more by checking it out alongside all the other controllers mentioned today at djsupply.store.com. Whatever controller or software platform you choose for your DJing needs, one thing was made extremely clear to me while putting this list together. Right now is the best time to be a DJ in history. There really are no bad options here, just different ways to cater to different needs that a DJ might have. Whether you're working on a competition routine, playing clubs, working a mobile event, or pulling out your battery-powered device to go gigging at a coffee shop that just doesn't have room for turntables, there really is something for everyone here. I figured it wouldn't be long until people were performing real sets from their phones or streaming music libraries from a subscription service, and now we have real options for hardware that let us play anytime, anywhere. If DJing in the 21st century is about bringing the music to the people no matter where they are, then we're definitely spoiled for choice when it comes to the amazing options we have now. Of course, if you want to find out more about how to bring the music to the people, or if you have some more specific questions for us here at the DJs Guru, please feel free to leave a comment below and we'll do our best to help as many DJs as we can. I would also recommend making sure you're subscribed to the DJs Guru YouTube channel for more future video advice and review content. And don't forget to check out any of the hardware we mentioned today with our friends at DJSupplyStore.com. Thanks for watching all the way to the end, folks. My name is DJ Switch from the DJs Guru, and I'll see you next time.